My name is Imed. I'm a Regional Development Executive for the Industrial Development Agency of Ireland, also known as IDA Ireland. I'm responsible for the territories of the West Region, which are counties Mayo, Roscommon and Galway. What I do is I support inward investment into these counties to ensure that companies who are looking at Ireland as a place for investment consider these counties as a potential base. Each region has its own sectors, and the regions I cover, such as Galway, Mayo and Roscommon, are mainly focused on the likes of medical technologies, biopharmaceuticals and food, as well as technology. So at the end of the day, we know we're doing our jobs right when we see more employment in the country. When I was in school and doing my leaving cert, I was really unsure about what I wanted to do to begin with, and had never considered going into business. Going through transition year in general, that I ended up getting the opportunity to take part in an entrepreneurship competition. And what that exposed me to was to come up with a innovative business idea. And a couple of classmates and I really enjoyed playing video games. So we set up a business to do just that, promote playing video games in Ireland and to destigmatize playing video games at home. I got thinking about that field when I went to college. And I ended up studying international business because I also wanted to work abroad. The public sector was the last thing on my mind when I was graduating college, and especially when I went to secondary school, I didn't know much about it, and I didn't know what kind of opportunities were available to begin with. So it was at a graduate fair in Dublin, and I came across a company by the name of Enterprise Ireland, which is a state organisation, and heard all about their interesting international graduate programme, which put graduates in offices all over the world. Luckily, I applied for that and I got through, and I ended up getting the job and being placed in Dubai in the Middle East. I remember very distinctly graduating on a Friday, getting on a plane to Dubai on the Saturday. So the pandemic came shortly after my 2 years in Dubai, and it meant that I had to be repatriated back home. And that's when an opportunity internally with Enterprise Ireland came up to join IDA Ireland, who is EI's sister agency. A subject that I really enjoyed in secondary school that has definitely helped me today and has really stuck by me, funnily enough, is English. And it was particularly thinking about things critically, breaking down an idea, exploring different points of view. That is so important. When I'm in a room with high-level executives who are from different cultures, who are looking for specific things, I need to break down all of that information and make sure that what I'm telling them fits all of that. Growing up at home, I spoke 2 different languages, mainly French and Arabic. What that allowed me to do is when I ended up moving overseas to Dubai and had to explore different countries like Egypt and Kuwait and Saudi Arabia, all over the Middle East, I got the opportunity to use some of those languages. Being a first generation immigrant into Ireland has paid off tremendously. Being able to join an organisation that celebrates diversity and really welcomes it, and where being diverse helps you thrive, is definitely a great aspect of joining the public sector and joining the IDA in particular. So what's different between working in the public sector and working in the private sector is the fact that we're measured in a completely different aspect. In the private sector, you'd be measured on profit, but in the public sector, we're measured by employment growth, especially in the company I work for. At the end of the day, we want to see these companies investing in Ireland, but also ensuring that they increase jobs and they constantly grow and attract more jobs into the country. I definitely see the value and impact of the work that I do on a day-to-day basis. Sometimes when I'm walking down Galway City and I see some of the companies that had originally come to ourselves as just a query, and seeing them planted in the heart of a city is such a fulfilling part of the job. At such an early stage in your career, I think it's a great aspect of what working in the public sector can offer.